So you have people, tons of people, taking the streets of the United States, in Portland, Oregon, and Washington, D.C., and Los Angeles, all protesting against Donald Trump. And they are holding signs about Muslim power, supporting Muslim power, sodomite power, women power, Latino power. So it's the sodomites, and it's the Muslims, and it's the feminists, and it's the racist La Raza types that are inciting this violence. They are organizing these demonstrations. And these demonstrations could actually lead to massive violence in the streets of the United States. This is what's worrying me. This is what concerns me. It's not just, that they're going against Donald Trump. That's also concerning. But it's also that these demonstrations could lead to massive violence on the streets. And it's amazing that if Hillary Clinton would have won, they would have said, the people have spoken. But because Donald Trump won, all of a sudden, it's war now. And you got these Nazis like Van Jones, this black Nazi, going up there talking about, it was a white lash and it was white people's fault, attacking white people. Again, dividing the nation based on race. We saw this yesterday with people on CNN saying, it was uneducated white people who voted for Donald Trump. Again, breaking people up by race and by IQ and by intelligence. This is what the eugenist wants. This is exactly what the eugenists want. The eugenists want a divided nation, divided on race, divided on intelligence, IQ, and all that eugenist crap, all that social Darwinist garbage. And the whole idea of IQ was some sort of a construct that was devised by the eugenists, by the social Darwinists back in the past. And so you have a bunch of people who are falling for the manipulation. They're part of the manipulation, and they're taking the streets, and they are very, very upset. They're very angry, filled with rage, and just plain murderous desires. They are filled with murderous desires. In fact, they even went right in front of Donald Trump's house, and it would not surprise me whatsoever if they could. They would just pull Donald Trump and his wife Melania out of the building and just guillotine both of them, just like they did in France back in the 18th century with King Louis and his wife. So these people are very, very violent, and they're sick. I mean, these people are sick. Look at the flags that they are holding up. They are holding up the sodomite flag. You have to be a sick bastard to do that. You have to be. These people are sick. I mean, they're supporting sodomites. And they're so diabolical, so evil. They're just disgusting. These people are absolutely disgusting. They are reprobate. They are degenerate. They are just nothing but a bunch of disgusting, low-life parasites. White trash, Mexican trash, black trash, any trash you can think of, it's in this group. They are just plain sick, and they're a danger to society. They are an absolute danger to society because their remonstrances, their protests, their anger, their expression, I'm expressing myself, all of that crap is going to lead to violence. You saw it with the Black Lives Matter movement. Remember the Black Lives Matter types? They all came out, Black Lives Matter. Our people are being shot, man. Our people being killed by the white cracker, by the white pigs, the white police in blue uniforms, man. They are just ruining us, man. Killing our people every day, raping our women, and sending our people out to death, man. Sending our people out to die, man. Remember that garbage? Remember all that propaganda? And then you had Ferguson, and you had all these different protests. And we were showing you from the beginning here at Shoebat.com that these protests were, to a great extent, being influenced by black Muslims and by other Islamic groups, by Muslim entities. And the same thing goes with this, what you're seeing right now in the streets of the United States. These are being influenced by black supremacists, Mexican supremacists, and Muslim supremacists. And feminists. Don't forget those feminist brats, those feminist, wicked, evil Jezebels. They are also behind this. And it's just, it's just unbelievable. I mean, Hillary Clinton, right? These people want Hillary Clinton. And I meet these people all the time. They're like, well, my cousin wants to vote for Hillary Clinton, or, my nephew wants to vote for Hillary Clinton, or I have friends who are voting for Hillary Clinton. They don't like Donald Trump. And I tell them, why the hell would they want to vote for such a woman? And they say, oh, well, they're not educated. They don't want to educate themselves on what's really going on. And I'm thinking to myself, why do you assume that people are susceptible to the truth? Why do you assume that people are actually open to the truth? They've heard the truth. Look at Hillary Clinton. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at that disgusting smile. She looks like Joker. She looks like the Annabelle doll from that horror movie, the Conjuring. She looks like the freaking a Chucky doll. Why would any sane human being vote for this wretch? Why would any sane human being vote for this parasite? You have to be a sicko. I look at Hillary Clinton. Listen, you don't have to tell me anything about her. You don't have to come to me and give me a course on what she believes in. Or although that would be important and very edifying, you don't have to do that. You don't have to tell me her policies. I just take one look at this woman. How she talks. How she laughs. How she dresses. She looks like Kim Jong-il. She looks like some North Korean dictator with that outfit on. I just take one look at her and I can conclude this woman is a bitch. She is disgusting. It's like anything else in life. You're dating a girl, you take one look at her, you know very well it's not going to work out. You know very well it's not going to work out by how she talks, how she looks, how crazy her eyes are. If she looks like a presumptuous brat, you know it. There's no such thing as stupid people. All these dumb people voting for Hillary. They're not stupid. They're evil. They want Hillary Clinton because they want their abortion. They want their contraception to be paid for by taxpayers. They want abortion. They want to kill children. They want to destroy Christianity. They want homosexuality to conquer this society. That is what they want. They want Black Lives Matter to shoot and murder police officers. They want Muslims to behead Christians. They want all that. They want blood. They want destruction. They want to lead the whole nation down the road towards not liberation, not towards enlightenment, but towards perdition, towards damnation. It's quite conspicuous as to what we are dealing with here, people. We are dealing with a nasty, violent bunch of people. And let me tell you something. They want violence on the streets. They want blood on the streets. Hillary Clinton wants blood on the streets. You heard her say it in her speech. She said, fight for what's right. That's what she said. Fight for what's right. So she is inciting violence. Oh yeah, she'll say, oh, I concede to the election. The people voted, etc. Let Donald Trump win. But under the table, this bitch is planning something evil. She be conspiring something dark and sinister. And Donald Trump wants to better relations with Russia. How could you be against that? If you vote for Hillary Clinton, listen, it's the status quo. It's another 4 years or 8 years of Obama. And Donald Trump wants to change things. I'm not saying that his presidency is going to be perfect. No. Listen, I've already said World War III is on the way. So, of course, his presidency is not going to be perfect. He's going to make America prosperous, but he's not going to care about what happens in other countries. He's going to be an isolationist. You heard him in his victory speech. Remember what he said. He said, I want America to have peace with all nations just as long as they have peace with us. In other words, we're going to leave you guys the hell alone. Just don't bother us. So you're going to be seeing a lot of tensions taking place in Europe. You're going to be seeing old rivalries revive in Europe. You're going to be seeing Germany being more aggressive against Great Britain to the point of war. You're going to be seeing Germany being aggressive towards Russia. And you're going to be seeing Germany become what it wants to be, and that is the most powerful nation on earth. And it could be that initially there will be this relationship between France and Germany. I understand that there is a relationship between France and Germany on account of the EU. but that actually could be severed, and Germany could do something that would sever that relationship, like what it did in the First World War by trying to invade France by going through Belgium. So I believe that France will be on the side of good eventually. But nonetheless, all these tensions are going to be rising up under America's watch. And the United States, I don't think, is really going to be doing a lot to stop it. It's going to be kind of like what happened when Japan invaded China. The United States put one of their little naval boats in the water and they said, we're just going to watch. And then the Japanese invaded China and they eventually struck that little American boat. And eventually the United States had to get into the war because of the expansionism and the imperialism of both Germany and Japan. So a war is going to be rising. All of the events that lead to war are going to be taking place. And again, the United States is going to be enacting a policy of isolationism. That is what's going to happen. So not everything is going to be perfect under a Trump administration. Although I do believe Trump is going to be doing some good things, like hopefully bettering relations between the United States and Russia. I really, really would like to see this. And I want America to be friends with Russia. Why? Because Russia is a Christian nation. I want Russian people to get up and say, I love America. I love American people. I love how Donald Trump better relations with the United States. Why we always have to be enemies. Always enemies all the time. Why we have to be fighting each other. Why can't we be friends and love one another as Jesus wanted? Okay, why can't America and Russia be friends? And I think it is so great to see America and Russia uniting together for a common cause for the well-being of humanity. So I really believe that a Trump presidency is a lot better than a Hillary presidency. And again, there's pros and cons to a Trump presidency. But nonetheless, those pros trump a Hillary presidency. Because with Hillary, you're just going to be getting the status quo and the same garbage. And with Trump, you're going to be seeing change. And you're going to be seeing a prosperous United States, but you're going to be seeing the world going right down to hell. And listen, it's going to happen anyway. Even if Hillary voted, even if Hillary was elected, it's going to happen anyway. We're going to be heading towards World War III. But a Trump election is going to accelerate the world into World War III because of the rise of populism, because other countries see Donald Trump, they're going to be inspired, they're going to be emboldened, and then those particular countries, those nations in Europe, they are going to really establish populist states. You're going to be seeing it in France, you're going to be seeing it in Germany, you're going to be seeing it in Great Britain. In fact, you're already seeing it in Great Britain. It really all started in Great Britain. I mean, this was always brewing. This whole thing with the rise of populism has always been brewing. It's been brewing for a while. But Brexit was really the first actual physical manifestation of this rise of populism. And that really inspired the victory for Donald Trump. And remember what happened before Brexit, just a couple days before Brexit happened, Donald Trump went to Scotland supposedly to see his son's golf course. That's a load of crap. He was there to have a meeting, I believe with Nigel Farage, and they were conspiring some stuff. The Americans and the English are conspiring something. They're conspiring against the EU. And I think it's quite possible that they're really conspiring against Germany. Because to conspire against the EU is really to conspire against Germany. So, very interesting times that we're living in. And we're going to be seeing some more and more interesting things occur. And that's what we're here for. We're here to give you guys the news, and we are going to be continuously keeping you guys updated. So, this is Theodore Shoebat. Hope you guys have enjoyed this message. Hope you guys have learned something from this message. You just heard some theology. God bless, and God be with us.